Are you ready to embrace the unknown? You are in a position right now where you have got to make up your mind and understanding what it's going to take to get through whatever adversities that you are facing at this time. The challenges that you are facing, the challenges that you are going through at this moment in your life are exactly what they are. They are challenges. And each challenge plays a significant role in your life. You get yourself in a position where you start to doubt yourself. You have no faith. You don't trust what's coming next. But there is nothing that could come out of this if you don't have the faith and the capabilities of pushing forward. At this point in your life, you're starting to think more about the impossible rather than the possible. And if things are in a position where you feel that it's impossible for you to carry on, then there won't be any success along the way. Yes, challenges will come. And there are going to be many adversities that you must face, but you don't have the right to give in or to give up. Certain things happen for certain reasons at certain times. But what do? Do you continue to push forward or do you decide to give up? If you're focusing more on the impossible, then the impossible will consume you and take everything from you. Everything is not going to go the way you want it to go. You have to understand that the struggle must happen. Weakness will come. And all of these things that you are enduring right now in your life is just going to teach you rather than necessarily break you. You don't have to give in to these circumstances, but you can learn from them. You can give it what it needs, but don't give in to the weakness and the satisfaction of giving up. There is nothing that can come of this.
See, if you wake up every day and you say you're not a morning person, you're doing a serious disservice to yourself, because your attitude determines your altitude. A lot of your mornings start off bad because you've taken claim that you're not a morning person. Why would you not be a morning person when the whole goal is to wake up every morning? That's your goal, is to wake up every morning. You got to be a morning person. Here's what happened. I was selling Amway. I got into Amway. Amway taught me a lot about positive attitudes. First self-help books I read. And this guy was a sponsor of mine. He lived in Rochester, New York. His name was John Walker. And I was laid off, man. Got laid off from Ford Motor Company. I'm 22 years old. And I'm sleeping. And he would call every morning. And I'd pick up the phone. Hello? Steve, how you doing? John Walker, man. How's he doing? Having a great day today, man. Great to be alive. What are you doing? I said, man, I'm asleep. He just hang up. Next morning, hello, 5:30, 6 o'clock. Hello? Steve, John Walker, man. How you doing? Hope you have a great day, man. Love talking to you. You okay? Yeah, John. Click, he hang up. Next morning, 6 o'clock. Hello. Steve, John Walker, man. I said, what the f is wrong with this dude? I said, man, what the f, just calling on you, man, making sure you have a great day, man. I love you, man. Click, he hung up. Every day for 3 weeks in a row, he did the same thing. You know how I answered the phone? Every day, the same day, I answered the phone the exact same way. Hello? Finally, after about 3 weeks, the phone rang. I said, hello? He said, Steve, why do you answer your phone like that? I said, what, man? I'm asleep. He said, no, man. You gotta be in the life-changing business. People have got to look at you like a light. Something should be in you that shows other people that there's hope. He said, you don't know this about yourself, but you're gonna be that person one day. And you gotta start preparing for what you wanna be. I said, man, I'm not a morning person. He said, yes, you are. He said, because you're gonna wake up every day for a long time. He said, man, don't ever do that, man. At least let God know you're glad you're alive if you don't let nobody else. And he hung the phone up. Man, do you know I couldn't even go back to sleep. So the next morning, about 4:30, I done got up. I'm sitting on the edge of my bed. You better not call this phone right here. Hello? Steve, hey, John, this is Steve Harvey, man. I'm up, I'm having a great day, man. He said, that's what I'm talking about, hung up. The next morning, he called right back, 5 o'clock. Hello, is this John Walker? It sure is. This is Steve Harvey, man. Boom, and I've been that way ever since. Little did I know that in the year 1995, somebody would offer me $2 million to do a morning show in Chicago. I started waking up one city, 107.5 WGCI in Chicago, Next thing I knew, I had a radio show, #1 show in Los Angeles, 92.3 The Beat. I started doing that show. Then in 2005, I got the biggest syndicated adult contemporary morning show on planet Earth, the Steve Harvey Morning Show. I'm in 112 cities who listen to my morning show in 112 cities. He said, you don't know it, but you're gonna be a light one day, and people gonna look to you for that light. At 22 years old, completely changed my life. And ever since then, I've been a morning person. You did? I wake up every morning the same way. I can't wait to wake. Me and my wife get up. Me and Margie wake up every morning at the latest 6. We're sleeping late till 6. Usually it's 5:30. We have coffee because nobody's up. And me and my wife sit in front of fireplaces. We sip coffee. We go out by the pool. We drink coffee because we set our day up.
Blame. All of us have blamed others for our troubles from time to time. In fact, the tendency to blame someone or something goes back a long way. When there were only 2 people on Earth, it wasn't long before they started blaming. The man said, "It was the woman. She got me into this." And the woman blamed the serpent. Blame seems to be one of those negative tendencies that just comes naturally, the ego striving to defend itself. I told Mr. Schoaf that my problem was everything costs too much. However, he soon set me straight on that by saying, "Mr. Rohn, that is not the problem. You can't afford it. It's not it. If you keep dealing in it's, you will always be broke, unhappy, and disillusioned because you will never have enough. Don't deal in it. Deal in you." When I finally learned to change my thinking from it to me, I changed my whole life. What a life-changing experience to finally meet someone who doesn't hesitate to put it on you or on your tendency to indulge in blame or procrastination. That is indeed a banner day when you meet someone who has learned how to skillfully and carefully attack the same problem that has kept you from doing very well, or kept you beneath your potential, or kept you off balance as to your own self-worth. It is so easy to mistake appearances for reality, to confuse the symptom with the real cause. Guess how many excuses we have? 1,000,000. And in the course of a lifetime, we will probably use them all, unless somebody finally comes along and blows all those excuses apart to make us come face to face with the real reasons for our current dilemma. Until that time, we will probably use another 1,000,000 excuses to prevent ourselves from having $1 million. What are you going to do starting today that will make a difference in how your life works out? See, if you don't do something starting today that will make a difference, guess what? It's going to be the same. And you can guess what the next 5 years are going to be like. Just look at the last 5. The next 5 years will be like the last 5 unless you, Major Key, make all the changes. Now here's another key question. What can you do starting today that will make a difference? That's a good question. What can you do? What can you do with economic chaos? What can you do with massive disappointment when it's all gone wrong? What can you do when it won't work, when you've run out of money, when you don't feel well, and it's all gone sour? What can you do? Well, let me give you the broad answer first. Here's what you can do. You can do the most remarkable things, no matter what happens. Hey, people can do incredible things, unbelievable things. A man can do the most amazing things with the most impossible circumstances. A woman can do the most remarkable things with the most disastrous circumstances.